Siddaramaiah, the only chief minister in Karnataka to survive a full term in 40 years. A hit with the masses, outspoken against the BJP, but in a strange turn of events, will he be responsible for the collapse of the Congress in Karnataka? I am Bharath Joshi and I am going to decode this. Firstly, in these times, we can't talk about Siddaramaiah without talking about DK Shivakumar. Let me quickly lay out the history for each of them. Siddaramaiah switched over from the JDS, after which he became the chief minister from the Congress. He is massively popular, partly due to the welfare programs that he launched. Siddaramaiah does not hide his disappointment that he couldn't bring the Congress back to power. Then there is Shivakumar, who carries with him a never-say-die attitude, making him the Congress's Man Friday. Shivakumar's organizational skills are legendary. No one is going to forget the images of him camping outside the hotel in Mumbai to bring back MLAs. But he needs to refurbish his public image, which is seen as brash and full of the swaggering vocaliga machismo. That is why he is said to have roped in political communications firm Design Boxed, a move that has further ruffled the feathers in the party. And finally, he is the current KPCC president. And as KPCC chief, he is the automatic contender for the CM. And it is at this point that the various elements of our story with former CM Siddaramaiah and current leader DK Shivakumar come together, because Siddaramaiah is fighting back for the CM's chair as well. Recently, the Karnataka Congress handle tweeted in support of Shivakumar's chief ministerial candidature. This triggered several Congress legislators to openly promote Siddaramaiah as the next chief minister, annoying Shivakumar. Siddaramaiah and Shivakumar are not known to be the best of friends. When Siddaramaiah was the CM, he tried to avoid inducting Shivakumar into his cabinet, something Shivakumar himself told DH in an interview. But I've got nothing against him, Shivakumar said. Which brings us back to the elections. Remember, Karnataka will go to polls in 2023. Siddaramaiah's ambition to lead the government once again, if the Congress returns to power, has riled up his opponents within the party. If the trend continues, the fissures will deepen, which might affect the party's poll campaign. Poll pundits argue that projecting one face will be suicidal. It might lead to leaders from different communities staking claim. And we have already started to see this. A section of Dalit leaders would like one of their own to become the next CM. This will divide the voter base of a party that's already in a precarious condition. Over the years, some communities like the Vocaligas and Lingayats, the two dominant communities, and scheduled tribes have moved away from the party. Siddaramaiah is believed to have antagonized the Vocaligas by attacking former PM H.D. Devegowda. The Lingayats were upset with Siddaramaiah as he pushed for them to be recognized as a separate religion. The ST votes were consolidated against the Congress thanks to BJP's B. Sriramulu, a Nayaka, and some sections of Dalits also moved away from the Congress because the Siddaramaiah government did not implement the Sadashiva Commission report on internal reservation among scheduled castes. Siddaramaiah, the mass leader that he is, has been blamed for the party's current situation. The party lost a string of elections under his leadership, but he seems to enjoy the support of a sizable number of MLAs because he got them their poll tickets. In all likelihood, Siddaramaiah is expected to fall back on the Ahinda, the Kannada acronym for minorities, backward classes and Dalits, to consolidate his position and remain the undisputed CM face for the Congress. To do this, he will need a safe seat to contest the next election. Badami, where he won by a thin margin in 2018, will be risky. There is every chance that he might pick Chamrajpet as his constituency in 2023. After all, Chamrajpet is currently represented by his loyalist Zamir Ahmed Khan. Factionalism within the party is not unfamiliar for the Congress. Its prospects in the 2018 elections were dented and the Congress-JDS coalition government collapsed in 2019 because of factional rifts. In the latest row of Siddaramaiah being projected as the CM, which was an extension of his one-upmanship with Shivakumar, the party high command had to step in and ask MLAs to stop speculating on leadership. But as senior leader B.K. Hariprasad says, the Congress needs to cross the bridge first, and the bridge is far away.